Hi everybody. Happy 999 portal. What an exciting time to be alive. So this portal feels different to a lot of other portals, like the 888 and all of that sort of thing, because this is a completion of not just 9 years, but also 999 years, all of the crap that's gone on for 999, like all of the stuff that's gone on. So I thought it'd be really good to get on tonight and do a meditation. And if everyone can put in the comments one thing that you'd like to let go of, that you don't want to take through this portal, whether it be like lack, or it might be resentment, or it might be anger, or it might be just whatever it is, something that you're hanging on to. Maybe it's health issues, what is it that you want to leave behind? Because this is such a powerful portal. And once we get through the other side of it, this is where everything changes. So this is where like you're putting a stake in the ground and you're going, no, this is it, I'm done with this, I'm not doing this anymore. So just while a few people are coming on, I've just written down a few things about, the last 9-year cycle that we've been through, 2015 to 2024. So in that time, we've been unveiling illusions. So it's been a cycle about breaking through deception personally and collectively. The veils of false authority, systems of control, and inner self-doubt have been lifted. And if you think about all of the healing that we've done, has been amazing, probably more so in this last 9 years than, our whole lifetime. So it has been that, lifting those issues of self-doubt, collapse of the old structures that were once, hi Vicky, structures once seen as unshakable, governments, institutions, personal relationships, even identities have been shaken or dissolved. It was a time of endings and exposure. And if you think about all of the things that we've learned in the past 5 years since COVID, oh my God, the things that we had no idea about and that we were totally blind to, and the rabbit holes that we've been down, and, the evil that's been running the earth, it's just absolutely quite mind-blowing just to see how far we've come in that, as far as that goes too. And also too, like not putting having false idols, not putting anyone outside of yourself above yourself. It has also been personal initiation. Oh yeah, hasn't it really? This was like an apprenticeship that we've all been through: healing, learning, holding space, and preparation. The trials and betrayals that you've moved through have forged discernment and mastery, and it so has. Like we've learned boundaries, we've learned to say no, we've learned to love ourselves, we've learned to accept all of ourselves. It's and also the around us, like not allowing that betrayal that we've carried within us. So say it was like a relationship that was toxic, and then finally we've actually let it go, realizing that like just letting go of the illusions of all of that so we can come back to the truth. So yeah, it's been a time of preparation and a time of initiation. Oh my God, how many initiations do we have to have? But we've got through it. Hi, Di. So we've got through it, and we're coming through this portal, and it's so powerful. So today's threshold, it has a completion frequency. Hi, Vicky. Yeah, letting it all go. So good. Oh my God. 999 is a signal that karmic loops are finally closing. Any lingering patterns that you refuse to carry forward can now dissolve if you declare it. So this is really important. This is the mind loops. It's the karmic loops. It's the mind loops. Oh my God, I'm not enough of this, and I can't have this, and I haven't got this, and all of that stuff. Mind loops. This is like draw a line in the sand, and like I said at the beginning, put one word in the comments. What it is that you want to let go of once and for all. It doesn't have to be one word. It can be a sentence. But what is it that you don't want to take through this portal with you? So it's sovereignty and boundaries. So this is another thing that we've learned in this. It's a line in the sand. Who and what no longer belongs in your field must remain behind. So this is the final cut, with compassion, but also with clarity. So there are people in our lives. I've let go of so many people. It's been quite interesting. Lifetime friends, just lots of people, and even family members and all of that sort of stuff, because we're just not at the same vibration. We're not in the same, and it doesn't mean you love them any less. It just means that you're not vibrating at the same frequency as people. And you just have to, and it is a line in the sand. And it's also about, that not people pleasing anymore, and that that, putting everybody else ahead of yourself. This is about learning to actually put yourself first and fill your own cup, because if you don't fill your own cup and you're giving all the time and you're pleasing and whatever it is, you're always going to be depleted, and you're also always going to be frustrated because you're never going to get back what you give out. So that's another line to draw in the sand. So people pleasing is another thing. So tonight, after we've done this, imagine you're just cutting this big cord, and you're just cutting all of this. We'll do that with the meditation as well too, but also with that, with compassion, but with clarity. Right, this is a line in the sand. I'm leaving this behind. So there's also been a collective activation. So humanity is being asked to unify in compassion and truth. The old divide and conquer spell is unraveling, and this portal is a door into collective remembrance. So this is about us remembering who we are. Each and every one of us is a divine, sovereign being of light, made in the likeness of God. We are equal to the universe. We are the creators. So everything that we create in our outer world is a reflection of our inner world and our inner self. And if you keep having the same things happening all of your life, you're having the same thoughts. So you keep doing the same thing, you'll keep getting the same result. Keep having the same thoughts, you're going to have the same result. So this is about letting all of that go. Yeah, that's really good, Vicky. Let go of friends, stop people pleasing. That's really good, because it just doesn't serve us. So the next 9-year cycle, embodiment of mastery. So this is 2025 to 2033. The next phase is not about seeking, it's about being. So living as the embodied teacher, healer, and light leader that you already are. So everything that we've been through in the past 9 years, 999, past 9 years, has been this preparation for self-mastery. So now it's time to step into the embodiment of that. This time, we're always going to be pulling out threads, and we're always going to be fine-tuning, because that's part of the path of mastery. Like, you're always fine-tuning, you're always pulling out the weeds as they come in. But this is about stepping into the embodiment of who you are, okay, universe, show me my purpose, put me on my purpose. And I did that yesterday, and today it just boom. So the next level of everything that I'm here to do has just been activated. So because I claimed it, so right, okay, put me to work, show me what it is, let me be of the highest service for the greater good. I am ready. Bring me the doorway, open the doorways, and a doorway opened, and it's massive. So I know that I'm going through into this next cycle. All of the preparation of the past 9 years and beyond has been building to this moment. So it's the same for all of us. And that's why I set up the Centre for Divine Embodiment. It's about stepping into that embodiment. It's about the old souls and the masters coming together, fine-tuning those threads, fine-tuning, but also restoring, recouping, regenerating, crying, healing, whatever, so that we can all rise to be the future light leaders and healers of the planet that we are, because that's what our role is. That's what my role is. I'm a healer for the planet. We all are, if we choose that in a different way. So we're here building the new earth. So these are the years where visions become form, retreats, sanctuaries, new systems of community and prosperity. You'll see the blueprint that you've been holding begin to materialize tangibly. Well, I've had this massive vision for humanity for a really long time, and it was so big and it kept getting bigger and bigger, that I never ever thought that it would be possible for it to manifest. And it's about, global communities and about all of this sort of stuff. But I realize that it's taken this amount of time to grow, to be able to become that which I have had the vision of. So, and that's the next step of the journey. So we've also had global awakening. Waves of souls will awaken who were dormant until now. You and those like you are the midwives guiding them through their first steps. And we're the forerunners. We're the ones we're like the test dummies, we're the ones that have had to break all of those generational cycles and, clear all that crap that we've been carrying for so long, and all of the stuff of the mind. We're the forerunners. So we're coming in with new thought. We're coming in with new vision. We're coming in with new heart. And that new heart for all of humanity is about coming together as communities, sharing your gifts, sharing your skills, building communities, having sanctuaries, sacred sanctuaries, all of that sort of stuff. So, and it's all of our divine birthright. So it's also the prosperity code. So in the next 9 years, the next cycle brings restoration of flow, where health, wealth, and soul work align, dissolving the old pattern of lack for light workers. And that's been the biggest thing. That's my thing, and I did a thing the other day to let that go, and then this doorway opened. So because I have no doubt of I have no doubt of my worth. It's taken a long time to get to that, but there's this pattern of lack that light workers have had, and it's been by design, because when the light workers have the wealth, you know, we're going to do good with it. We're going to help people. So that's why it's been a program that we've all had to carry through all of the lifetimes of, you're not worthy, you can't share your gifts. If you speak up, you're going to get your head chopped off, you're going to get raped and pillaged and all that sort of stuff. Well, no more. It's all done now. All of that's done now. So we can't carry that persecution wound with us anymore, that victimness. Well, I'm not going to do it, but just in case. It's like, well, they have no power over us except for the power that we give them. And we don't give it to them anymore, because we are like standing in our own power and our own light. So, prosperity. So there'll be health, wealth, and soul work aligned, solving the old patterns of lack for light work. So that's really good. So has anyone got anything you want to add into the comments? One word or one sentence of what it is that you don't want to take through into this portal. And then I've got like a little invocation here, and then I will channel through, and we'll see what comes through for this beautiful, amazing, magical portal of completion, of endings, of old structures, old systems, all of the bullshit that we've had to put up with for years, and all of the stuff too that we've allowed, because we've allowed it. You know, we've allowed it. You know, even things that we have known about, we've allowed it because it's convenient, or, you know, so it's like it's letting go of all of that now, coming into absolute truth. So here is just like a little invocation before we start. This is my intention for this portal and for this meditation. We lay down the cycles of betrayal, illusion, and separation. We walk through the 999 portal carrying only truth, compassion, and sovereignty. We step into the next cycle as living embodiments of light, here to build the new earth. Okay, so that's called neglect. Yep. That's what our neglect has been huge. You know, you think about, like, I know my generations of parents, you know, they were just so not there. They were working, and even when they were at home, they weren't there, and just neglect was the biggest thing. Basically, you know, there's a generation of us that had to bring ourselves up in a way, really. So neglect's a huge thing for humanity as well too. And you look at all of the things that have been created by design, like the third world countries and all of that sort of stuff, you know, and the neglect of these people, that it didn't need to be there. And that's really good. Thank you for that, Vicky. So we've got neglect and health. Anyone else got anything that they want to add? Letting go of people. Yep. Neglect. Okay. All right. So I'm going to tune in now and see what comes through. And yeah, so just setting your intention now of, imagine that you're standing in front of a doorway, and it's a really, really big doorway, and you sort of see yourself standing in this doorway, and you may feel yourself like a little child. You may feel yourself like, oh, you know, like the world, this doorway is really overwhelming, and it's a really, really big doorway to step through. And I want you to imagine that maybe you are just like your little inner child. Maybe you have been neglected and unloved and unwanted and burdened by all of the parental stuff and the school stuff and just societal stuff. So I want you to imagine now that there's a beautiful guardian of light coming to your inner child to stand beside you at this doorway. And this could be like Mother Mary, or it could be an ascended master, it could be your own mother, but somebody that you feel safe and nurtured with, to be able to walk through this portal. And as you do so, feel your inner child feeling loved. It's like as you hold his or her hand, you feel your whole body filling up with love, maybe a love that you've never felt before. You feel your whole body filling up with acceptance, and you feel your whole body feeling safe, knowing that you're safe to step through this portal. And as you look at the doorway again, you see the 999 on there, and you see it like 3 happy smiley faces inside the nines. They're ready to greet you. They're ready to welcome you. There's nothing to be afraid of. So now as you stand in front of this doorway feeling safe and loved, we're also putting a boundary of light around you, because as children we were never given boundaries. We were never taught how to protect ourselves from other people's energies or thoughts or intentions. So just imagining now that that beautiful, loving adult is gifting your inner child a golden hula hoop. And this is a hula hoop of light. And she places it around your inner child, and it moves up and down like a vortex of energy, and it's moving away before we move through this portal. All of the beliefs of not being enough, of being unworthy, of being sad, of being neglected, of being abandoned, of having to fend for yourself, of being told that you're not good enough. All of these things now, see this vortex of energy moving up and down around the inner child's energy field. And as it does so, you see all of these cords being released. And these are the cords for all of humanity as well too. The cords of lack, the cords of unhealthiness, the cords of bodies that have been like torture chambers, the cords of mind control, the cords of all of the illusions that have been placed upon us that we've believed. And we're just seeing this now. As we do so, we see this for all of humanity, and we're calling in the higher selves of all of those that are present and all of those that will receive this transmission across this planet. So each and every one of us is now standing in front of that doorway with our inner child and with the safe, loving, nurturing person that is there to guide you through. This person could be your higher self, because that is the most loving and nurturing part of you. So now as you stand there and you see the 3 smiling faces in each of the 9s, the door opens. And it opens just a crack to start with. And there's a part of you that feels curious, and then there's a part of you that maybe feels a little bit hesitant. So the part that that's feeling hesitant, we would just say to you, you are safe, you are loved, you are wanted, you are worthy, you have value and worth, you are amazing, you are so courageous, you are so powerful, you're so connected, you are so clever, you are beautiful and powerful and unique, and there is no thing that can hurt you, and I'm here to protect you and keep you safe. And as this happens, see that little inner child opening up the door, opening up the doorway and stepping through, and then as that doorway opens, there's more and more light. And you realize that you're standing on this portal, and it's a portal of light, and it's a portal of possibility, and it's a portal of all of the things that your soul knows that you've come here to align with. And it's a portal of perfect health, of wealth, of wisdom, of humanity coming together, of communities coming together, and fulfillment within each soul, fulfillment of your divine life purpose. And that divine life purpose for each person is to be love, to love yourself, to accept yourself, and to honor yourself. And that is all there is. All the rest is the illusions of the mind. So now as we step through into this portal, we see all of us. And it's like we're sitting on a precipice. We're sitting on this place of light. And as we look behind us, we see all of those things that have held us down, that have held us back, that have made us feel unworthy, that have made us feel small, all of those things that have kept us from becoming the full magnificence of who we are. And I just want you to imagine now that you've got this, it's like you've been carrying this backpack, and you're just putting this backpack down now, and it's got all of the boulders of all of the stuff of the mind, all of the neglect, the abandonment, the rejection, the not being enough, the abuse, the violence, all of the horrible things that you've carried in your psyche through all dimensions in time and space, not just this lifetime. And this is also for all of humanity. And I just want you to imagine now that you're placing that backpack down now and saying, I'm not available for this anymore. I'm not available for lack anymore. I'm not available for rejection or neglect anymore. I'm not available for lack in any way, shape, or form. I'm not available for ill health anymore. I'm not available to be what other people believe what other people think I should be, or what I think they think I should be. I'm not available to be anything except for myself. I'm not available to be anything except authentic in all areas of my life. So I ask now that all of these cords of the past, all of these boulders of the mind, all of these aliens, which is the fear and the doubts and all of those things that would keep you enslaved, would now be left behind with these backpacks. And as we do so, the backpacks transcend into light. So all of those boulders now, all of those things that you've been carrying, all of that unworthiness now becomes worthiness. All of that rejection now becomes acceptance. All of that neglect now becomes nurturing. All of that ill health now becomes radiant health. All of that lack in all ways now becomes abundance. All of those things that you have carried with you are now being transmuted into the highest frequency of light. And all of the lessons that you've had to learn, all of the trials and tribulations, all of the time you've been down in a heap, going through the dark night of the soul, and all of the times that you've got back up, look at how amazing you are. Look at how far you've come. You are the most magnificent being of light. And you need to be proud of how far you've come, of the journey that you've walked, the things that you've carried within you, and all of the trials and tribulations that have been put upon you by the ancestors. We are now also leaving all of the ancestral baggage behind. All of the women, the mothers that were disempowered, that hearts were cold, that weren't loved, that were raped and pillaged, and were bitter and angry, and all of that which has been carried through the generations. All of that now is being released and being again transformed into its highest version of light. So see now all of the ancestral women in your lineage now. See their hearts flooding with love. See all the chains and shackles and all that they've carried, all of the burdens now being released and being transmuted again into the highest version of light. And now we're doing the same for all of the male side, for all of the disembodied men, all of those that haven't known how to be in their hearts, to be able to show their emotions, all of those that have been brought up with cruelty, so have carried that through. And this is both the male and the female. They've been cruel because they had cruelty growing up. They didn't know love. So now we're releasing all of these chains, all of these shackles, all of these burdens through the male and the female lineage. And it is all again being restored back to its full perfection and its highest frequency of light. And as you do this, you find yourself becoming lighter. You find yourself standing in your truth. You find yourself feeling transparent. So now as you tune into your physical body, look and see where there may be anything else that you are carrying. You may see a word, rejection. You may see anger. You may see sadness. You may see resentment. Go to that part of the body and pull this out. Pull this energy out. Pull it out from the roots. Pull it out until you find that there is a spiritual click and you feel that that emotion is gone now. And give yourself this compassion. I'm so sorry you were neglected. I'm so sorry your health was so bad. I'm so sorry you were sad. I'm so sorry you were angry. I'm so sorry you were so insignificant. I'm so sorry you were so unwanted. I'm so sorry you were so unloved. I'm so sorry it's been such a struggle for you. I'm so sorry you were too sensitive for the harshness of the world. I'm so sorry you feel like you were put into the wrong family. I'm so sorry you're sad. You deserve to know that you are loved. You are safe. You are worthy. You do have value and worth. You are unique. You are powerful. You are incredible. You have intuition and imagination, and you can be, do, and have all that you want to do. It is time now to believe in yourself. I believe in me. I see me. I hear me. I feel me. I know me. I love me. I bless me. And I choose now to release all that no longer serves me as I step forward into this portal of light. And as you do so, feel your vibration increase. And as you look ahead, you see that there is the most beautiful shimmering light. And this is almost like a lake that is reflecting all of the beauty of that which is to come. It is a very still, calm lake. And as you look down into the lake, see the reflection of yourself. And you'll notice that you've grown up into the adult that you were, that the inner child is free now to play, to be fearless, to create, to know that there are no limits. So see again all of the inner children of the planet being freed, playing together, laughing and giggling and being free humans, free of all of the chains and all of the programs. And now as we move forward, we look with clarity into our future. See yourself in your most perfect, radiant self. See yourself fully aligned with divine abundance, and all that you require comes to you with grace and ease. See now your relationships around you thriving, happy, harmonious, and fun. And see there being no competition. Each is enhancing each other's lives. Each has the different qualities that will bring more balance into each other's lives, but you are not coming together for that. You are coming together as whole, healed beings. See families now thriving. See loving parents coming together, birthing these beautiful star seeds that are so powerful and so advanced. They are the future light warriors of this planet. See now the planet being all of the star seeds, all of the new beings that are coming in. See them in their full perfection. And this too is a lot of the children that have been tormented and tortured and have been through the worst of the worst are now coming and able to shine their light and to be the most magnificent version of themselves, knowing that they're safe just to be. They're safe in their bodies, they're safe in their environments, and that they can thrive. And see now, as we look forward into the future generations, see communities, see sanctuaries, see the centers of healing, see the places of gathering, and see the adventure, the unlimited freedom and adventure that each being is entitled to. Feel now this energy as you're sending it forward into this beautiful lake. See your most divinely aligned relationship, your divinely aligned wealth, your divinely aligned health, and your divinely aligned perfect self-expression as you stand in the fullness and wholeness of who you are. And see now your future self coming towards you, your future self coming away from the future with carrying wisdom and knowledge and guidance and all of the things that you've been feeling that have been so elusive. Feel now your future self standing in front of you, proud and strong, radiantly healthy, flexible, supple, abundant, just fully embodied in who they are. And feel the energy of this now. And feel that future self touching you on the forehead. And as they touch you on the forehead, feel your third eye open. Feel all of your chakras being balanced. See all of your spiritual gifts coming online. See all of your wisdom and knowledge and things that have been buried and things that have been suppressed now awakening. All of the codes of abundance, of healing, of magic, of teaching, of nurturing, of all of those gifts that you have. See them now being activated. And feel now your future self merging into you, bringing this energy into the here and now. Feel the power of your being increasing. Feel your vibration raising. Feel your cells, your atoms, and your DNA switching on, the master DNA switch in your body turning on now. So all systems in the body are working in perfect harmony and balance. Your heart is pumping oxygenated blood to every part of your being. Your breath is bringing your connection to your life. All systems in the body are working in perfect and divine alignment. You feel at ease, you feel flow, and you feel ready, you feel complete. So now as we stand and we move forward into this place of light, into this place of the future, and we're bringing that future into the here and now, feel the embodiment of who you are. Now that you've let go of all of the burdens and that which you have carried that no longer serves you. Feel now the sense of freedom and exhilaration within as you step into the fullness and wholeness of who you are. And know that you have come through many, many trials and tribulations, and it has been your initiation into your mastery of yourself. And you have done such a splendid and magnificent job. And know, dear hearts, that all is in divine alignment, that this is a portal of power, of peace, of prosperity. And it is also the portal of completion. So now, as we have activated all of this, we find ourselves coming back to that place where the doorway is, and we close that door on the past. We close that door on the old beliefs, on the old systems, on all of that which no longer serves us. And as we turn around again, we see the bright world ahead of us, that which we have co-created because of our awakening. Be proud, dear hearts, for you are the forerunners. You have suffered many trials and tribulations to become all of who you are, and you are now the divine embodiment of that. Embrace that. Forgive everybody, for they knew not who they are, And each being that has triggered you, that has hurt you, has been a part of your jigsaw puzzle in learning to love yourself. So bless them all now. Forgive them all now. Forgive yourself. And stand, as we stand united with our hearts fully open, the full armor of God on each and every one of us, we step forward fearlessly into our future, knowing that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, and all is perfect and divine, and so it is. And so it is. Oh, that was pretty good. That felt amazing. So we've done it. We've let it go. We've stepped through the portal. Hi, Faye, Christina. Yeah, so yeah, we've stepped through the portal. So feel that lightness. And tonight, as I said, like tune into what it is. Okay, because this portal is actually open for the next 3 or 4 days. So because it's so powerful, and just think about all of those things that, limiting beliefs. Okay, that's a choice. You're limiting yourself and we choose. Everything in our life is a choice. So that neglect, that ill health, all of that stuff now, we've left it all behind because we don't need it anymore. So just feel the power of who you are and the blessings of the universe, and know that it has been a long fucking hard journey. And woohoo, yes, woohoo, woo fucking hoo, we've done it. We've got to the other side, and everything soon you're going to see is like, wow, I understand now why all of that happened. And all of those things that have been challenges have made us all who we are, and we're fucking awesome. So it's time to own it and claim it and be it, and just be the embodiment of who you are. And anytime those old thoughts come up of that mind loop, it's like, I'm not available for this anymore, because you have to learn to master your mind. Otherwise, you're always going to be a slave to it. So sending you all so much love, and thank you for coming through this portal with me, and really excited to see what's on the other side. So have a beautiful, magical night. Get in touch if you are struggling, because a lot of people are, and I'm happy to help you through to the other side. So sending you all so much love. Woo, we've done it. Yes. That's, oh my God. It's all been worth it. So sending you lots of love, and I will talk to you all again very, very soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful night.